Boxing King Media in association with Boxstore. Caoimhin Agyarko at the media workout for Diego Pacheco, Jack Cullen. Interesting fight. Before we talk about yourself, Caoimhin, what do you think in the main event? I just spoke to Jack Cullen, and I think his team aren't too happy that they feel like as the Brit, they're kind of been overlooked, and obviously the Americans been kind of built as a home fighter.
Listen, that's
Awkward.
Yeah, listen, that's how it goes sometimes. Obviously, this American's meant to be the next big thing, or he's meant to be a decent fighter. So he's coming into Jack's territory, and he has to go in there and put on a statement. But listen, Jack's a good fighter, so I expect fireworks.
When you say fireworks, do you see this fight going the distance?
No, I don't think so. I think both of them are big hitters, so I couldn't see it going the distance.
Diego's only 22, and obviously Jack's an experienced campaigner, been in with the likes of Zach Shelley, done a lot of rounds with a lot of good fighters. Obviously, you're probably in the same sort of territory as Diego. How key do you think that will be in the fact that Diego's probably going to have his first proper challenge on paper?
It just depends on what way he approaches the fight, whether he goes out and he's cautious about things, or he lets the moment get to him, the occasion get to him, or he goes out and he just thinks about getting the job done. Do you know what I mean? Listen, Jack's an experienced fighter. He's been in with a lot of good names. So he'll know what he has to do Saturday night. He'll know how to deal with a younger fighter, a young prospect coming up. So I think it's an interesting fight. It can go two ways. I think both of them are big hitters, and somebody's getting knocked out. I don't think it goes the distance, but I'm looking forward to watching that one.
Likewise, man. I think we've got to get your hand up. Just show the fans how bad your hand is.
Yes.
Yep. How far are we away from using that hand to punch people's heads in?
Probably 6 to 8 weeks, I'd say, on full recovery. I got surgery 5 weeks ago. The scar and is healing well. My thumb's feeling good, but it's still early doors yet. It's still only 5 weeks. I wish it wasn't another 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm ready to go now. I want to get back in the ring. I want to get back in the gym training properly, and not just with one hand. But I think a realistic target would be the next 6 to 8 weeks, back in the ring, punching with both hands.
A lot of people will be wondering, obviously, as a fighter, and you're not obviously fighting now, and you've been out for a good few months now. So how does it work for you guys? Obviously, you got bills to pay. You have to pay for things as well, like normal people. So how does that work for you guys?
Yeah, it's been a very tough time. Listen, I haven't fought since July. Fighting is where I make my big paydays, my big money, and listen, I'm thankful that I've got a supportive kind of group of sponsors that pay me monthly and help me become a full-time athlete. And listen, I'm good with my money as well, but having this injury isn't something I needed. Listen, it cost me 10 grand to get an operation and back end of Christmas and stuff like that. So financially it is very tough times like these for us fighters, but it's a part of the game. And listen, I hope it's not too long until I'm back in the ring making more money.
I hope so, man. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery on that, Caoimhin. Just want to also get your opinion on Conor Benn. Did you watch the Piers Morgan interview with Conor Benn?
I didn't watch the interview. I seen some clips of it, but I didn't watch the full interview, no.
What was your opinion before you saw the clips? And I just want to ask you what your opinion was after watching the clips.
I just think, my opinion on the whole situation is, if you're genuinely not guilty of what you've been accused of doing, then this 270 odd page document that you've got that proves that, show it to the public and get on with your career. And listen, everyone else can hold their hands up, say we got it wrong, apologise to Conor Benn, and get on with it. I'm just sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of it going on, this, that and the other. My kind of opinion after the Piers Morgan interview is that Conor Benn's been very badly managed. Who let him go on that? He looked like a deer in headlights. He didn't really know what to say or what to respond to, and how to respond to certain things. And I just think, obviously, he's a proud man, a proud boxer, and he wants to clear his name because he feels like he's genuinely did nothing wrong. But I think he needs to be advised of doing it in a different way. I think his management team should be taking care of that and advising him appropriately, because the way he's going about it is he's rubbing people up the wrong way, and he's kind of went from being the good guy to the villain now. So which is sad, because he's a good fighter. And listen, there is no room for drug cheats in the sport of boxing. It's a very dangerous sport, but I like to give everybody a chance. If he's genuinely not done anything, prove your innocence.
And with regards to the potential fighting Manny Pacquiao, I think he said in the interview that he wants to fight a big name. So if when he beats that big name, he can show people that nothing was a fluke. He did it all by hard work. What do you think of the fact that Manny Pacquiao is the guy that they're choosing to have that fight against?
Manny Pacquiao is not a big name in boxing anymore. Manny Pacquiao is a big name in entertainment. Whether you want to have exhibitions, Manny Pacquiao is a retired fighter. He's mid-40s. What does Conor Benn have any doing being in the ring with somebody who's 40? That's not someone on the top of the game. If you're talking about, you say you want to be in with the best at the weight, get in with the Spencers, the Crawfords, do you know what I mean, the Ortiz, the Ennis, do you know what I mean, the Boots. Get in with them guys. You've been saying that you're top 5 for the last before you failed the drug test. So if you're saying that you want to genuinely prove that you're one of the top guys, get in one of them. As I don't think beating an old Manny Pacquiao does nothing for Conor's career other than probably make him a few quid and a bit of publicity. But in terms of progressing in his career, does absolutely nothing for him.
Interesting thoughts, Caoimhin. And last question on yourself. You obviously sat back watching, keeping a keen eye on your division. Is there anyone that you've got your eye on when you're back healed up?
Every single one of them. Whoever's next, give me them all. By the start of next year, I want to be challenging for world titles. So whether it's your Troy Williamsons, your Josh Kelly's or the division, whoever may be in my weight, 154. I want to be a world champion, so I'm ready to fight whoever's there.
Caoimhin Agyarko, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Wishing you all the best with your recovery, and we look forward to seeing you back in the ring.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.